Okay, I'm going to do exercise 4 from discussion 3, which is right there. So it says, assume that f is an odd function and such that the integral from -2 to 1 of f of x dx is equal to 3. So compute the integral from -1 to -2 of f of x dx. So here's what we're given. F of x is odd, and the integral from -2 to 1 equals 3. We want to compute integral from -1 to -2. Okay. So what does it mean to be odd? Well, what it means to be odd is that f of -x is equal to -f of x. Okay. If we were to draw a picture, the standard odd function is sine of x. So let's have, here's my y-axis and here's my x-axis. And it's just a sketch, but the idea is if I pick an a over here, I pick a -a over here, this is going to be exactly the negative value of this. Okay. And what that really means for us is that if I shade in this area here, it's going to be the same as shading in this area here, which means the integral from -a to a of f of x dx, well, you can see here, the same area down here is up here, they're going to cancel out because this is positive and this is negative. So this is going to be 0 for any odd function. So what does that mean for us? So we know the integral from -2 to 1 is 3. But we also know that this integral here is equal to the integral from -2 to -1 plus the integral from -1 to 1. So this guy must be equal to 3. But since this guy is equal to 3, well, f is an odd function, so this integral from -1 to 1, that's 0. That's contributing nothing to this integral. Alright, so now if we take a look, we've got this integral from -2 to -1 is equal to 3. But I'm looking for the integral from -1 to -2. You notice that seems a little backwards, because normally you go from smaller to larger, and -1 is more to the right on the number line than -2, but we can do that. So this means if I take this and I flip it over, it's going to be -1 on the bottom, -2 on top, f of x dx is going to be, so the negative of this is now equal to 3. So I flip it over and I get a negative. Well, that just tells me that I can move my negative to the other side, multiply or divide by -1, however you like. The integral from -1 to -2 of f of x dx is in fact equal to -3.